competition last night. Last year the Spurs won 39 consecutive home games. They didn't lose until April when the Warriors beat them down there. They're 1-3 at home now. They've lost 3 in a row on their home court. Caron, you worried at all about San Antonio?
No, I'm not. They got a culture that's, that's parallel to what we see in the New England Patriots in football. And, they're going to continue to move forward. I think, not having Tim Duncan in there is a transition on the fly that they're going through. But Kawhi Leonard, working out with Kobe this summer, being the go-to guy now, Manu Ginobili, all those guys, they're going to figure it out.
They haven't been healthy. Danny Green's just coming back.
Yeah, his first game last
Tony
night.
Parker is out. And even when he was in, he didn't look like he was healthy. He was moving slow. And Powell. I don't know what's up with Powell. Him in L.A. is just not gelling, the way I expected.
If you talk to scouts, they think Powell is killing them defensively. And I don't know if that's a matter of he's slowing down or if he hasn't figured out the system.
He's slowing down.
But, look, you guys know your point guard and your center are your key guys defensively.
Both of those guys are slow.
They're not getting it. They're not really getting it done right now. Speaking of big men, last night, Harrison Barnes and Andrew Bogut returned to Oracle Arena for the first time since leaving the Warriors to go to the Mavs. Before the game, Bogut was asked by USA Today about rumors his injuries got him shipped out of town. Here's what Bogut had to say. This league is so two-faced. Everybody is so fake. The same people who made those comments will see me tomorrow and shake my hand and ask me how my family is. This league is full of people who are full of boop and shallow.
Hey.
And that's what you get out there in pro sports.
Tell us how you really feel.
Tracy, do you agree that the league is two-faced?
Stamp.
Kudos to him, man. That's how it is. It's like that in politics as well,
It's like that in every business in America.
It is like that.
You should hear what I say about you dudes. When this is over, I'm going to go in.
You know what, Ryan? I say the same thing. I mean, we sit here and we have great conversations about our sport. And, when I leave, I say some things about you. Because you like to send subliminal shots sometimes,
I know,
too.
I'll give you the side eye.
Yeah.
Last year we saw Bogut get hurt in the finals. J.R. Smith ran into him just like almost, I thought, wrecked his knee. He was very lucky to avoid serious injury. Yeah. There were people in the Warriors organization whispering, like,
it happens,
Can he play? Can he come back and play? Should he have come back and played during the finals?
I think if he was able to, he would be out there.
That's what I would think,
Because
too.
he was a huge part of what they was doing, and plus him being the anchor defensively in the middle. They needed him out there. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to play, and you saw that. And, now he's expressing himself.
I question the guy's integrity and his mindset when he's on a bad team. But when he's on a championship.
In the finals.
Right.
Yeah.
When he's on a championship, team, there's no way.
Either you guys feel like this in your careers where, maybe somebody really important was like saying one thing to your face and saying another thing behind your back?
It happens. Absolutely.
It happens like that all the time in professional sports. It happens like that in life. That's the nature of the beast in life, and you just got to move forward. Yeah,
I mean, I think the real reason Andrew Bogut's not there is they needed to sign the money to sign Kevin Durant. Any other reason like that is
Play JaVale McGee!
Up next, we'll discuss DeMar DeRozan and his scoring outburst to start the season. But first, a very special edition of Distant Replay from the year 1999.
The Lakers are trying to get out and break now, but the wrong people are shooting. I wouldn't want Fisher necessarily to take that shot that fast.
Oh, and there's a swing by O'Neal. And they got a brouhaha on the floor. Somebody swung, but we'll have to see who.
But Shaquille pushes him, and then Barkley hits him with the ball.
And there's a punch, a left hand.
Shaquille threw the first punch.
Both Barkley and O'Neal will be ejected.
Guys, we have one of those calendar circling homecomings tonight. We seem to be having a lot of these lately. Dwayne Wade going back for his first game in Miami since leaving last summer. All he did down there was win 3 championships in 13 seasons. So, no big deal. Obviously, Dwayne has been getting asked about this a lot this week because mostly Heat fans still don't understand how this could have happened. And Wade put it pretty simply when he said, I don't really want fans to understand. I want them to appreciate what we accomplished. So look, neither Dwayne nor Pat Riley have really bared their soul here, and that isn't happening anytime soon. Dwayne said the two men haven't even talked to each other. Riley says he's put it all in writing in an email to Dwayne, but it's still sitting in his draft folder. Now, there's something for the Russians to go get and release to the world. Listen, here's what I humbly submit. Wade is no longer in Miami because Riley didn't want him to sign. He wanted him to leave so he could start this rebuilding project, and he wanted it to be on Wade's conscience and not his. Riley wanted the cap space to chase Steph Curry, Blake Griffin, or Kevin Durant next summer. And paying Wade $23 million a year when he's about to turn 35 years old probably wasn't the safest investment. Look, they were not that far apart, and the Heat will tell you that they offered him everything that they could. But a couple of days earlier, they offered Durant more money. And look, that didn't thrill Mr. Dwayne Wade. So this leaves a complicated legacy. We all know Wade's getting cheered tonight, and we all know he got his money. And we know Riley's not going to be getting booed, and in a few months, he's going to have his cap space. So, Caron, you know these parties really well. Pat Riley drafted you. He was your coach. You played with Dwayne. What do you think we're going to see tonight?
I think we're going to see Flash at his finest tonight. You know, I think he's going to be out there feeling, you know, re-energized, and just going out there and just leaving it all on the court. And unfortunately, like we was just talking off air, you know, it's a back-to-back. You know, but I think...
Which is not fair to Dwayne,
It's
really.
not fair, just like it wasn't fair to Russell Westbrook, you know, in the Golden State game. But I think he's going to go out there and he's going to impose his will on the game, and he's going to go out there and be special.
Now, he's your guy. I mean, you two guys are tight. I mean,
definitely.
I'm sure you guys have communicated over since the summer about what this means to him.
It's a special moment for him. Like you said, it was no contact, no phone, but that's the nature of this business. That's the nature of the beast, and you have to accept that.
It's hard for me to believe that they didn't want this guy back. Like, if you look at the way he's playing right now, still look like he'd go another 2 years.
Easy.
And I'm sure they would love to have him in that uniform this year, the way he's playing. He looks healthy. He looks fine. Tonight is not that night to patch things up. Like, it's venom inside D-Wade that he wants to go out and play, you know, exceptionally well.
Well, Caron, you kind of know what this is like. You were the big first-round pick. They were all excited about you. You were part of the future. You and Dwayne going to play the future of the Heat. And, oh, Shaq's available? Get out of town, Caron. Nice knowing you. Come out to L.A. You know, so you can really relate to this getting shipped out.
Man, you know, honestly, I couldn't wait for that moment to return and just leave it all out there on the court. So I know he's been there longer. He has more build-up emotionally, internally. So he's waiting for this moment. He's going to go out there.
It should be a special night, though. I mean, think about what this guy has accomplished for this franchise. 3 championships. He's brought Shaq.
And he brought LeBron and Bosh and played with Shaq. I mean, it's not just he played. He helped put those teams together.
Yes, and who knows if they would ever have a team the way he put together. I'm happy for him. I hope they, you know, appreciate what he did for that franchise, and it should be a great night.
You know, look, they had Chris Bosh, who they didn't think was going to be able to play this year. That wasn't a surprise to them. I think the Heat were like, can we really risk having 2 guys we're paying this much money to? It was a tough decision.
Man, it's business.
It's business.
But moving on to the West Coast, Doc Rivers and the Clippers are off to a 7-1 start, blowing out the Trailblazers last night. Doc has been stressing the importance to his team to get off to a good start this year. And here's why. They ate the Warriors' dust last season, and now with the Warriors trying to get started with their new team, I think he wants the Warriors to eat some of their dust this year. Portland coach Terry Stotts said this is the best team that they've played this year. It's not even close. Tracy, are you surprised about the Clippers' start?
Yeah, I am. But in the beginning of the season, as you know, you do have a handful of teams that really gels together from out the gates of a starting of an NBA season. They happen to be one of those teams. I don't think they will keep this pace up because I think Golden State, I think Portland would get it together, in San Antonio, those guys are really not playing their best basketball. Clippers are playing their best basketball at this moment,
They're
right?
the best team in the NBA.
Yes, right now. Whether they sustain that, who knows? But I like the way they're playing. I just don't know if they can compete with these other teams with this roster.
I think their team continuity is there. You know, the chemistry is there. You know where DeAndre is going to be. You know where JJ is going to be. You know what Jamal is going to do. You add depth to the bench. You rest in Paul Pierce. You have all those components, and then you have the floor general and Chris Paul healthy. They're ready. They've been waiting for this moment, and it's about getting off to a good start and carrying that momentum, you know, throughout the season.
So the Clippers are having a good week. You know who's not having a good week? John Wall. He has been in a cranky mood lately. He got fined $25,000 for bumping ref Mark Davis on Monday. He got ejected that night. And then last night, in a game that his team was blowing out the Celtics, he gets ejected for this flagrant 2 foul on Marcus Smart. Before I get into what I think might be wrong with John, Tracy, what's up with him right now?
First of all, that is not a flagrant 2 foul. I'm sorry. Like I said before,
agree.
this league is being over-officiated. That is not flagrant 2 and warrant of a ejection. And the next thing is John Wall is just sensitive that he's not in the conversation with Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, with these top point guards that are in the league. You were up 20 points in this game when you committed that right there. Who does that? That's just frustration of not getting the respect that you think you deserve as one of the top point guards in this league.
Yeah, so what I think here, look, he is not only not getting the respect, guys, he's not getting the cash. He's a little bit frustrated that he signed his contract before a lot of these other guys did. He's making less money than Reggie Jackson in Detroit, which bothers him. He doesn't have a shoe deal. His shoe deal ran out. He doesn't have the Adidas deal like Damian Lillard had. Doesn't have Under Armour like Steph Curry. Doesn't have Nike like Kyrie Irving. He's kind of like, what about me, man?
I think his health is key, and he shows that this season that he's healthy. I know he set out a game or 2, but he's healthy, and he needs to just go out there and perform at a high level. I think Ernie Grunfeld would do his job in taking care of him and rewarding him at the end of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch that. The jump is going to continue after this break, and we'll talk about James Harden's hot start and whether his numbers are fool's gold under new head coach Mike D'Antoni. Maybe he's doing what Steph and Kawhi do. Check this out from Tom Haberstroh.
Pull up tapes of Michael Jordan in the 90s, and nearly every time Jordan releases the ball, a camera bulb flashes and covers the screen in a purplish-white film. This is what professional photographers call a whiteout. It's one of the many reasons why trainer Tim Grover believes that pros shoot worse in games versus practice. Flash photography can be crazy distracting, but it can also be incredibly helpful in training the brain, if that's what you choose to do, like Jordan did. Strobe lights blind the eyes rapidly and momentarily, omitting visual data and training the brain to solve for X. Able to figure out what's happening with less information? That split-second advantage makes a world of difference. Steph Curry used it to improve his neuromuscular efficiency, going from 286 three-pointers in 2015 to 402 in 2016, and the first unanimous MVP in league history. Now Kawhi Leonard is using it to improve his ball handling, brain training to enhance his shot creation and isolation skills. It's like the ball is moving in slow motion, Leonard said, which is bad news for the rest of the league looking to slow down the 2014 Finals MVP.
Hey, DeMar DeRozan dropped 37 in a win over the Thunder last night. DeRozan currently leads the league in scoring at just over 34 a game. Whoa. Tracy, do we need to start paying more attention to the old DDR?
Other teams need to start paying attention to him because he's dropping buckets. I mean, the guy's playing with the utmost confidence. I think he's probably had one game less than 30 points this season.
Just got paid, too, like not taking his foot off the gas.
And that's what I love about this guy because he's not satisfied. He's re-signed back with the Raptors to keep their core group together. So I'm excited that he's playing well, and we'll see what's going to happen in the near future.
I love what I'm seeing from him. I think he carried that momentum right from the USA team, and he just brought that right into the season, and he haven't missed a beat.
And a lot of guys, typically, when they play on the USA team, they carry that momentum over into the season.
So I want to look at a play from last night. Now, we know DeMar grew up here in L.A., Kobe fan. Now tell me this isn't Kobe. He's like, backing out. We need a basket. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Get out of my way. Now watch his shot. How about that? How about low? Oh, look at that.
Glass, though.
Now,
I don't know if he called glass, but it went in.
But that's like he loves Kobe. And like he's making shots in mid-range right now. He's telling his teammates to get the heck out of the way.
Get this.
He's playing Kobe ball.
Get this. He's averaging 34 points and has only taken 12 threes. Only made 2 threes this year.
That's crazy.
That's getting buckets.
No roof so you can see me shine.
Yeah.
Meek Mill. He reminds me of you, though.
He got to add that deep ball. I had the deep ball a little bit.
All day.
Well, he grew up idolizing Tracy. Or he grew up idolizing Kobe, but I'll bet he's got a little Tracy.
Got a little something. I see the little hezzy.
You got a good sense. He better.
All right, it's time for Make or Miss. And first up, we got Make and some clapbacks. Dr. Robert Clapper said of Dirk Nowitzki's injury, the key to his right Achilles injury is that despite help from his German treater, what's a German treater? He can't escape the fact that he's 38. How about Dirk's clapback? Ha! You figured that one out all by yourself? Very impressive.
He got his license from Arbondale High School.
Caron.
I love it,
Caron,
man.
you like that?
I love it, man. Dirk finally talking back. I love it.
I mean, that hair. Forget about who's doing that. Who's doing that hair?
Yeah, that's old school dirt right there. That's look like 20-year-old dirt right there.
Maybe 17-year-old.
I look like Ellen right there.
Wow. Miss respect. A couple of good blocks from the league last night. First, we got Russ Westbrook on Corey Joseph. Yikes. And then Miles Turner turns away, and I mean turns away, Robert Covington. Mac, which was more disrespectful?
Man, look, yeah, both of them were disrespectful, but I got to go with Miles Turner on down, blocking the alley-oop, and he's falling down.
Young fella.
Get some of that, Covington.
I mean, Russ just blocked it and just, that was just, I don't know if it went out of bounds or went.
Both disrespectful.
That went down the block, around the corner, and down the hill to the railroad tracks right
I'm just surprised somebody from the Pacers was playing defense. Next up, a make leadership. This is leadership. Luke Walton guarded some of his bigs in practice yesterday, and he got bullied. Caron, should he be thinking twice about defending his big guys?
You know what? I think he's trying to get a feel on what they need to work on and, you know, their strengths of the game. And what better way to get out there
and this, though.
Keep the tendencies out.
If you don't score on your coach, can he void your contract? If you can't score on your head coach, can he void your contract?
He was in the league a couple years ago, wasn't that? Hey, what do you guys think about the Lakers so far? They're doing better than
playing hard, man. Luke is doing a great job of coaching these guys.
He's doing a great job of flopping. That's what.
Big ups to my man Swaggy P. He's balling right now.
Getting it done on defense. All right, miss. Joakim Noah down in the post last night. Puts up the baby hook and gets nothing but backboard. Guys, should we even bother defending him? Guys? Is this a mannequin challenge? Oh, I see. I think that they're referring to Joakim Noah in such a way there.
Oh, yeah. I'm back. Yeah. Hey, man, that's just one of those things where, you know, your big fella is, you know, working his butt off on the defensive end, getting some rebounds. We're just gifting one. See what he can do with it.
$72 million, 4 years.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
I like Noah, man. I love what he, you know, represents on and off the court, man. He'll figure it out.
Make bloopers here. We got Raps Thunder, Andre Roberson. He's on the break. He's going to have a highlight play. And then he falls on the cameraman.
See, I think slipping on the cameraman is more embarrassing than just missing that right there because he almost twisted his ankle right there.
Now, I know you guys have had a chance to be like, I'm going to get on SportsCenter, and then,
This happened to the best of us. You know, you miss a dunk and, you know, you slip. It all goes wrong on that one play right there.
Not good.
Well, don't worry, you guys. Don't you worry.
Did we just complete the mannequin challenge on the jump?
Is back tomorrow with an exclusive look at the Cavs trip to the White House. We'll see you then.